Hello, YouTube. We're gonna do the final day of MSI play-ins. We have more games tonight for the main stage, and I gotta do these before Hotline League. So we have FlyQuest versus PSG, and then we have Fnatic versus GAM. So let's see how this one. Let's dive into this one. If anyone is tuning in on YouTube, shout out to you. I stream these on twitch.tv/CubbyXX. You can join the conversations we have some folks doing right now in the chat. But looking forward to getting into these games. And we're going to see how FlyQuest collapsed, unfortunately. Let's get into this. Fingerwag, I do agree with you about mid. One of the big points as to, I think the 22 Worlds was more contested about which region was stronger going in. And I thought that LCK had a much better grasp of Azir outside of Scout. And I think that really ended up being a big deal in that tournament. FlyQuest are interesting to watch. FlyQuest do some things well, but they kind of collapse in this game. I think their solos play off each other well. Unfortunately, this series was not a fun watch. All right, draft. Hop on in. Lee Sin and two of the control mages taken away from Jensen. The third one in draft being the Azir. FlyQuest gave up this combo. I am vehemently against giving up Senna plus Nautilus. Especially when I feel like the first time that FlyQuest beat PSG, this bot lane picked aggressive shit and was punished because they weren't aggressive enough with it. So we're giving them a crutch pick in terms of early game aggression to get them to the later stages of the game. They dropped the one game to Betty Senna, which was really good too. And what do we trade this for? Poke Azir and Renata, which has some anti-synergy for me. So I really didn't agree with this approach from draft for FlyQuest. We have Urgot taken for Bwipo, which was quite good in their first series. I think Urgot uniquely gives Bwipo the ability to carry and also be okay in lane swaps, which FlyQuest were committing to. Azir taken, no other, a couple jungle bans to protect the Viego that gets taken. We have Maokai and Hui, so pretty defensive setup. I do think that Trist was an option here, but I didn't love Trist. I think that you would struggle, like, you get outranged quite a bit. Hui gives you the ability to one-tap people. And the range of reach for this is actually quite good. It's just that FlyQuest have to be disciplined, take control of vision, and sit there and poke. And hope that PSG walks in. So yeah. That being said. Varus Renata are good in lane. I don't love it into the Sun and Not though, and they did lane swap. And there's anti-synergy. Or I like on-hit Varus with Renata better than poke Varus with Renata, just to use the W. And Renata does buy you a lot of space. Alright, so we have lane swaps. We have defensive wards dropped by PSG and FlyQuest to cover the Raptor entrances. Another one by Jensen. That ward's really big, especially if you're going to lane swap, because it spots the top lane roaming down. And then Rumble's going to sit here and try and get some XP. Which FlyQuest then denies. Whipple also trying to sneak in some XP, which he does get. And this is a really big part about lane swaps for me. Yeah, I think it's a war between how much XP your top laners get a lot of the time in these scenarios. Because I think the trade of plates is always going to go to the bot side of the map, just given the plate defenses, right? But the true war is the war of attrition between what your top laners get in this scenario. And I do think that FlyQuest, they took drafts and made plays where the top laners were getting more and getting leads. Now, something I was a little bit surprised about is that FlyQuest, like, because of this ward, I want to see FlyQuest level 1. I would prefer to see a sweep. I think both bot laners drop wards, and I don't like that. I want a sweeper somewhere. Because if FlyQuest were able to sweep this, I do think there's real threat to push Viego off this jungle, and then you just get 3 quadrants. Or you force Viego to play for this, which you can contest later on. So, I think FlyQuest didn't exactly min-max this. Yeah, I think the swap was good too. Like, Rumble is relegated to not getting XP. And if Urgot gets XP advantage in the one game they played against PSG where it was Rumble Urgot, they dove Rumble level 5 topside, and a lot of it was because of how the lane swaps went early on. That said, Inspire's not in position to dive top and get Rumble off, which I do think is an option. He 4-camped. So Rumble was at least able to get one wave. Now we get up here. He's still level 1. Now we're here on time. This is good. TP comes in. No option now. But, again, this is okay for FlyQuest. Like, jungle's a little bit behind, but we do have a top lane lead. Things are okay. Like, Bwipo's level 4 to level 2 of Rumble. That's quite good. You'll trade, like, your Maokai's behind a little bit. Your Maokai, as long as you're farming in the long run, you're good. Jensen was able to hold flash, too, which is quite nice. And we get standard lanes where Bwipo has a 3-level advantage right now. So, like, for me, this is good from FlyQuest. I love the zoom in on Rumble missing all the CS in the world. Lucio walks mid to make sure Jensen gets safe base. It's okay. The drag is sacked. And grubs are coming out. So Inspired's going to farm wolves, then do grubs. Lucio reaching for this was an oops. He doesn't have the wave with him yet. So I think showing here, like, we don't see Sen on the map. Sen is the last spotted here bot, so I think it's safe to assume that Sen is coming top if not shows. There's a little bit of an oopsie from Lucio. I said I do like Masu, like, pushing up and forcing. Really nice. But PSG gets the control war, which is the true objective. And they can just sustain. Alright, now we have Grubs. I think Grubs is a little bit more of a deny than a good take. It does help Bwipo in this matchup, but... I'm actually kind of surprised that we didn't try and see a dive bot here. I think there's a world where Bwipo gets us in, he can base and TP top and feast. I feel like the Rumble hit 6, so we missed the dive timer. And everyone's bot, and we're here to cover. So this ends up coming in, it's just a little bit late. So we missed a wave. Well, if we're here on time with everyone, I think it's doable. Inspired plays for 2 camps. Yeah, they get in here. It's just late. I think if Inspired plays for 1, maybe there's a timer where they can get in here. That was if Inspired plays for not red buff. I guess by taking red, though, is walking in with his bot lane, so that's okay. If there's a world where Lucio can deploy with Inspired towards top side, so he can actually, like, play to go like this, it would at least get them more vision. Okay, that's fine. This is all fine. Alright, Jensen saves Flash here. This ended up being good from Jensen. I appreciate Jensen saving Flash. I think that your Flash is very valuable in this matchup. That's the... If you can walk out like that, that's big. Alright, so we're lane swapped again. What happened here with... Busio cancels Maple base? That's not bad. They always get a timer now to try and do Drake. Woody is topside, so I think Dragon should be on the menu right now for FlyQuest. Because they're not in position to do Grubs, which will be taken by the Senna and the Viego, so it's matched. And Drake spawns in 15, so we're kind of chilling here as Fly. We'll say the timer here is better for PSG. Just because Grubs spawn first. There's a world where we could have double-based here as FlyQuest and contested top. But if that happens, Blippo doesn't have TP. Because the last TP we made. So I think this is the right call from FlyQuest to sack the Grubs and do the Drake. The issue here... So Jensen's not respecting this. He doesn't have hover. They're showing everyone on waves right now. And Jensen's flash is not towards his turret, so he gets ran down. So this is a mistake from Jensen. Jensen needs to play a little bit further back, sack the wave. And they can try and retake from there. And Blippo could get that wave in, then walk down. Even if he blows his flash and live, it's not bad, by the way. I don't think it's that bad. They would actually bleed some stuff out of PSG and have a chance, but it's bad. Because then he TP's top. And this top TP was really weird for me because it really takes Dragon off the menu. Like, Woody has the ability to TP down and get everything now. So, like, the trade for FlyQuest, they're down numbers. Potentially. So, he's got to get the wave in. He walks down, then he walks back up. Woody's farming. It be what it do. Not's getting farm. It's whatever. Yeah. He was trying to go for the fear instead of the flash. I think if you just respect flash that, it's a much better game state for FlyQuest. This was good. This is what I think FlyQuest does very well as a team. So we're catching both sides high as PSG. PSG's playing 3 lanes right now. Blay's going to walk bot. And Blippo is going to TP down there to get a kill. I think sacking Herald for this kill is not bad. I think Urgot is a win con for FlyQuest. And this is a freebie. So he gets the wave top, and then he TPs, and this plays free. And they have tempo on bot side now. They're going to sack the Herald, but... Now, the thing for me, I don't think Inspired should ult here. I don't know what this ult is. I think that Inspired should eat this mid wave, and we can send Varus top. Or Inspired should just go eat the top wave. That's something I think that FlyQuest does very well when they make these plays. They're still able to eat a wave. By doing this, they don't eat the top wave. So I think their post play, I think the play is fine. I think their post play was not great. Because they ultimately only walk out with a tower. I don't think Inspired had his best tournament. I think I've seen that a lot, and it's very fair. This is good. This is good from PSG. So again, like the post play, we aren't able to catch our waves really high. We did team reset as FlyQuest. But we lean in the top side here. Inspired didn't team reset. So he resets a little bit late. So again, if we don't look for this play mid and we're on blue buff here as Inspired, I think that Inspired should go blue buff top and then team reset. Or he can eat top wave, farm his bot camps, reset. Regardless, we have to be on time for this. Because we're late. And now the play for PSG is bot. They already got top all the way in. They're playing for bot outer. We're late and we're on the wrong side of the map is all FlyQuest. If we're together, we can actually retake this side of the map. I think Blippo looking for that is fine. Again, he's trying to get camps away. We can retake it before our camp spawn. Like, by being late on that play and looking for that mid ult, Inspired loses both these camps. We lose bot tower. And we are not set up for Dragon. So I think that look mid was really poor. It threw off our timer a lot for, like, actually working on getting control over this bot side. Because now our vision control as FlyQuest is pretty terrible right now. The other big thing about this comp, too, is, like, you really want to hold. Like, you want to take control of shit and hold. Like, they aren't able to take control and shit and hold. Because, like, Jensen fixed that wave top, and now he's going to TP back late, and PSG has full river control. So I think there were 2 turns where FlyQuest didn't do a good job of holding this jungle. And now, like, with Herald spawning as well, they just have to sack this dragon. So what they should do is they should play for mid-outer now. Instead, Inspired gets rooted and cooked. Whippo does land this. Really nice root from Betty. Really nice. Nice ult too from the Rumble. They find the Hui or got one shot. But that's it. Waves are good though for FlyQuest. They're going to quick reset, so now play for this. They're just going to get on the map fast. I'm okay with that. But I think the series leading up this, they don't have to sack Drake if they play around their bot timer a little bit better. I think the play before is like what really hurt them. And then I'm going to wait for the replay to go over this. Because this was the game. We try and kill Nautilus. The play here is top. Like, the hitting of Nautilus is just really puzzling. I could try from Masu. He had to flash a little bit more down, but it's bad. Hui's not here. That's the big thing. Hui TP'd for top. Hui TPing for top means that this is the play. Don't continue after this. Go to your waves. I mean, hindsight 2020 is big, but also they can't see Maple TP, but they should know that PSG is redeploying. So overextending this hard when your health bars are this low against the Viego comp, very risky. And if you retreat and sit on your vision, you are still playing with Poke Varus. So you just get to lean into your range. By overextending like this, you open up opportunities for PSG to find plays like this. And this play hurt FlyQuest a ton. It could have been top outer into potential mid outer into fixed bot wave and have really good lanes for the next play. Instead, it is we give a shit ton of gold over to Viego. And PSG... Yeah. This is a weird ult. Like, we aren't even killing the wave. Oh, I guess we are killing the wave. Okay, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, this is a good play from Busio and Blippo. Yeah, it's. I mean, if we have on hit Varus, I think it's actually. I think on hit Varus is a little bit tough to operate this game. So, but I don't like the Varus Renata if we're playing Poke Varus. All right, so now we're gonna contest mid. This is fine. I think PSG is actually really trolling by going for this. Whippo's flash though is also trolling. It's not respecting Maple at all. Like, we have to play through a 0 turret now. And we give Viego a reset. So, like, for me, that's kind of 2 calls where whoever's calling this on FlyQuest, it's uber troll. Mm. So again, like, for me, the strength of the FlyQuest comp is, like, you need to be able to, like, play for these pockets. Because, like, this is where the strength of Varus is. If you're able to, like, actually defend stuff. But because FlyQuests are behind, they can't defend anything. And they're really far behind. Like, keep in mind, the Econ is also Senna's, like, bonus, Senna's bonus efficient in her kit. Playing without gold. As you scale off souls, less gold. What's Aquinas? Yeah, we do the grind. We're doing the grind. I do think that, like, the PSG comp, I mean, I think that this comp is... I would not give this comp. I would not give PSG this comp. I think bot lane's their weakness. I think Senna-Naught's a crutch for them. And I think Azir, really good for Maple. And Senna Viego's really strong, especially with Nautilus, who can really go in and just fucking sit there, and you can wait. You can be patient as Viego about when you actually go in to find the resets. I didn't like FlyQuest direction as much, and I think they overextended in drafts where, like, we need to take control of vision and poke. I think FlyQuest overextending nuked their tempo and prevented them from actually being able to poke. That's at least this game. And overextending was a big part about the next game, too. I mean, PSG, like, this is what FlyQuest comp wants to do. I mean, this Rumble ult's massive, but look what happens when PSG extends into the Fly comp, but it's not Fly, like, overextending. I mean, this is a really big combo from PSG, and it doesn't matter. Because look at what Hui is able to do, holding the choke. Like, Varus ult misses, but the fact they can hold the choke like this is still so big. That's what Fly wants to do. They want to sit their asses down in vision and let PSG walk in. When you're overextending on the enemy side of the map when they're coming off a deploy because you just redeployed too, that's super troll. It's super troll. Oh no. Yeah, that was an awkward moment. To the memories, the first set. And this is the other thing for Fly. Like, for me, this comp, I want this comp. If I'm Fly, I want to be located in here. I need to be able to play with Varus Vision. Also, I want to be able to push up on a side to force, like, you pressure Rumble through the side. You pressure Rumble by taking control of this, getting a side push, and then forcing them to walk in when they have numbers advantage. Like, by grouping up like this, they're playing towards the wrong side. They're Baron-sided instead of Dragon-sided when it's Soul Fight. And then we sit our asses mid and have to walk top because we have to sit in our vision. Like, Fly's actually playing towards... Like, now they need the face check vision. This is really shit. I think the Redemption could have been a little bit better located here from Busio. Because I think, again, FlyQuest has to retreat back. So I think it could have been more grouped. And then we just get fisted by Azir. And the game's over here. And this game's over because we're taking control of the wrong side of the map. After this wave, Bwipo needs to be bought. Bwipo needs to be bought after this wave. We're a $120 from Dragon. We have this. Rumble's going to respond. I need Bwipo to be down here, and we need to be taking this. We already have a sneaky ward right here on Baron. So we can actually spot things out. And I bet you that sneaky ward's up when this fight goes down. Yes. The sneaky ward is still up, by the way. After this wave, I need Bwipo to go bot, and we fix our lanes that way, and we retake bot. Catching mid-wave low is fine. Why does Inspired cancel his recall? We were synced with Busio. I guess he wanted an item because he spends 600 gold, so maybe if he gets Gromp, he gets an item. But like, why aren't we thinking about that before we start the fucking recall? Masu took Blue, I assume, to get Miramana. Like, we deployed a top side. This is our timer to go bot. We have a sneaky ward on Baron. Fuck it. Go take bot vision. We don't know what we're doing in this comp. Oh, it's so frustrating. This team's better than this. Let me just jack off mid and give him a really bad fight. Oh, this is not the conditions that our comp needs to play in. Man. That's a nice Renata ult. They protect Hui. They're like actually poking. Again, the poke is doable for FlyQuest. I think they have to force like this. I really do. But this game's wrapped for me. Bye. All right, game 2. Okay, we see Asol Kawista. I mean, I think the Asol pick, I will say, this kind of caught me off guard being so early, but we did first pick Azir. I wasn't a fan of this draft either from FlyQuest. And one of the reasons is that we're so range gated here. Now, when you see Asol this early, you are forced to play fast, but what a lot of teams are doing with Asol is that you just run a lethality 80 carry because you're trying to get out of the early game as fast as possible. Like, we're just going to play a lethality 80 carry, play as fast as possible, and get Asol to the part of the game where, like, he does a lot of work, right? So Azir taking Asol to answer, so we have a range advantage, and they came advantage already from PSG, okay? This is the bot lane that I kind of wanted to pit them into. I think that, like, there are some aspects of this draft that I'm okay with. Usually when I see Blippo on Renekton, I have a lot of faith as Renekton for Blippo. I think that he's very good at snowballing in games and pushing advantages as Renekton. The concern about this game is that we are playing double melee. This is poke. This is low range. We are trying to execute a fight so quickly to get Viego reset. Our range is so low that we get nuked later on by this, which makes it really tough to push into. This, which also makes it really tough to push into. And then Kalista can save Ashe, so we have a way to prevent a reset. Xin is really good at holding the line against Viego. And then Asol. This draft for me was really weird. I think that we want to play Viego resets to play fast enough. I don't even know, like, if Viego takes a soul, how he's able to further pressure Asol given what's showing minus, like, besides Xin Zhao. And Nico, for me, is a pretty shit support unless it's paired with Kalista. And we're giving support counterpick by doing this. Azir is short range. He has reach. He's short range. Especially compared to Asol. I think that, like, overall, I mean, this is a decent brick wall to play. But again, we are so range gated later on. And the way that we can find angles, it has to be Renekton. Once Renekton gets behind, it's tough. I think Renekton does have a way to win inside lanes this game. I think Azir does have a way to win inside lanes this game. But also, we are picking Renekton in a likely lane swap scenario to dodge out on the HOB lanes. It's because that's what FlyQuest has been doing for the majority of this tournament. And Renekton is really piss useless level 1, 2, 3. Or level 1, 2. He needs level 3. So again, I really didn't like this draft from Fnatic. Or Fnatic. From FlyQuest. I think my solution would be do not take Nico here. I think we take Nautilus. And that way we at least have point and clicks to execute and set up a Viego. And if we pick Nautilus, then if this team's able to play Nico, they can Nico here. But I'll play into that. Alright. I think Nico was like a little bit of a deny pick. I think it was kind of a panic. I don't know. Alright. Ward drop top by PSG to try and spot a potential lane swap. And you can be a little bit cheesy with showing Nico as different people level 1 as the clone. Mabel's going to try and get some Q-taps in to get an advantage in this. And we have a late invade from PSG. Whippo is not being useful here. I think that this pull ends up being okay. But because we're late to this, Rumble's going to get more XP than Renekton, which is very important. Because side-laning Renekton is a win con. I think Inspired starting Wolves here is really troll. But I think part of it is because, again, we can't force level 1 with Viego Renekton. If we walk somewhere and check into Kalista Ashe, it's fucked. So I think that, like, part... Okay, I'm not... Actually, I think let's start. I think this is necessary from Inspired. I think it's actually necessary from Inspired. But Rumble gets more XP out of this. And that's the big thing. Rumble gets more XP out of this. That's very important. So Rumble's XP bar is ahead. We're going to drag Rumble TP. Oh, he's actually late. Okay, so it's another way for Blippo. That's big. I think PSG messed up here. I think they need to wait for bot lane to show until they send Rumble back, and that's what they're waiting for. Also, Inspired's clear. He is late to get here. I think he needs to drop. He needs to drop a camp on his way here. So don't take Gromp, only take blue and get here. He would have been on time. I think the lane swap was necessary to get out of the HOB, the double HOB then. I think the lane swap wasn't played well. Because Renekton got behind on XP. I think part of that is because of the level 1 in the draft. They can't walk in, they can't start in the enemy jungle because they'd be walking into Ashe Callista, potentially, if you're going to match the swap from PSG. And if you walk into Ashe as Viego, your game is over. But I think, like, again, based on the draft, I think it's necessary from FlyQuest, but they were behind this time. Sway didn't get in. There's a heal pop from Woody. And that, the E misses from Busio. I think Busio has to throw this E south. Like, worst comes to worst, Callista dodges up, but then you're able to create more space. So, like, if we're going to miss the skill shot, at least force Betty to walk up. So then maybe Busio doesn't take this chunk. Inspire does get grubs off this. So, oh my. Jensen walking this way is super weird to me. Because A, he has a trinket. And B, his jungler is top. I also think his bot lane is like kind of trying to base. He's going to burn ult for Drake, which is then spotted. So we're walking on the weak side of the map and we lose more. That was really weird. This also is big because one of the ways you can combat Acel is that you have to torpedo Azir in. If we torpedo Azir in, we can at least try and ult Acel back, and that's how we're able to interact with him. We have one timer to try and get in range of Acel and break the range advantage that he ends up having that grows throughout the game. So that play is now gone. It's not available. Inspired feast the other side of the jungle for this, and Blip was able to get a wave early. This is good. And now things get fucked. Rumble hits 6, and we still send it. Blip needs his way for 6. It's okay proxying, but again...
Holy shit, he's hot!
It's Tarkonis. Thanks for the sub. Rumble hits 6 here. Well, they couldn't do it before 6 because of how the lane swap went. But yes, that is the idea. And everything misses. I think the issue here... Whippo can E-flash. We E-flash. Because at least then, even if the Rumble responds with flash, we're able to full combo. Even if he goes back under his turret. But I think once the Ultra, I do think it's kind of hard. And then we chase, and Acel is able to respond. Acel got this wave in against the Azir, which happens, and now this game is really, really, really hard. So our win con still for FlyQuest is to try and open up map. Sorry. Sorry. When it's the mother, you gotta respond. Yeah, game's really hard from here. I didn't see why Busio reset. Because Busio resets without Masu. And then he's late to get here. That's weird. I don't know how this happened. Masu doesn't want to cleanse this game. There's only one thing to cleanse, and that is Ash Arrow. And he's playing Poke Varus, and he's going to have a shield later on. But that's a really nice arrow from Woody. Woody was much better in this series than the first time FlyQuest played him, too. That's a bummer. I think if Masu flash ults, they definitely get a kill. I would have flash ulted as Masu. I think it's worth. Obviously, your flash is really valuable. That's big to burn. I don't blame him trying to go for that, but... Alright, so now it's Grubs. Like, Inspired's running towards Grubs here, but Grubs for me is already gone on my screen. There isn't a single person saying that Masu is bad from this tournament, Yanya, so that's a hot take. And one I do not agree with. Oh, boy. So again, Jensen, we're outside of our lane on the weak side of the map. Also, I don't know what happened with Busio and Inspired here, because I feel like they're just each playing completely different sides of the map. Like, off this kill, bot. Hold on, we're going to replay. So that's Busio. He bases. Inspired is walking to get his Krugs, and we just do not link. And then Inspired bases. So he gets his Kraken on time. But, like, the answer to this grub play would be to dive. Dive bot side. This play is there on my screen right now. I think that Inspired is sitting on a ton of gold. So if that's the case... We could have been on Raps. No, we are on Raps in time. He is the reason they beat PSG the first time. Him and Blippo. I did see the Jensen interview with Ashley. I went through the whole thing on stream earlier. I not the whole thing. I was getting food during it, but this is so weird to me, like Busio and Inspired, because I think Busio is late on this reset. Like, he resets without Masu. Masu doesn't reset with him, and then Masu ends up getting shoved in for free and dies as Busio is trying to link. What happened here? I know this top play, like, goes sour, but then, like, what happens in... Inspired is full clearing towards top. If he's... Oh... There's nothing for him to do. Inspired needs the base here. Inspired's hovering mid for nothing. I don't know why Busio reset there. I think him and Masu both wanted to reset together and it wasn't synced. I think Inspire needs the base here in shop, because then if we do that, there's a replay. He's full clearing again. Like, he does a full clear and doesn't base. And now he has to base when it's on the timer to dive Rumble. This is the timer to dive Rumble. If he already has a base in, his items aren't quite as good, but he's basing for Kraken Slayer because he has so much gold. But then we totally missed the timer to dive Rumble. Like, Busio is set up for it and positioned for it. Rumble should be dying. Like, we should kill Rumble here. If we're sacking grubs. So this is just desynced. And then Jensen gets forced out. Inspire loses his top camp. And again, why is Inspired here? Go dive bots! Dive the fucking Rumble. Take the dragon. He picks up a mid wave. We miss our timer to dive the Rumble. And then Busio's caught. They see Zin walking. Busio's going to go around. They get Asol. And that's it. Also Inspired. Absolutely. We kind of trolled the Asol. I think he needed a W. It's kind of hard with Zinalt, but... Really nice sidestep by Masu. He still goes down. Also, while all this is going on, Jensen doesn't have TP and he's walking down. So, like, we're not... Even this fight from FlyQuest, it's going to be a guaranteed numbers disadvantage. It's a guaranteed numbers disadvantage that we're taking here. But, like, for me, again, this is a numbers advantage if Inspired has a better base and isn't here. We dive the fucking Rumble. Like, Rumble is dead on my screen right here if Inspired is synced up with his team. Why are we walking towards topside here? He wants his camps. Go bot. Rumble is dead. That's how we play the Renekton Rumble. You don't cover his ear. The play is over. He TP'd back. He's fine. They're going for the dragon, which is not spotted. But they get Azir out, and Azir is like actually able to go get in here. I guess he shows, force him out. But like again, we lose the window to dive the Rumble. Blippo needs to get this wave in slower too. Yeah, Jensen TP top. Yeah. It's so desynced. Like, this team is just not playing as a team. All right. Game gets sadder. I think the game at this point is already over. It's 2 dragons and 3 grubs to Asol. We don't have a threat to side lane. Asol gets the scale for free. He already is on Rylai's, which... Like, if we don't have a lead by the time Asol gets Rylai's, we're playing a comp with this low range. It's pretty fucked. Yes, I agree. Not respecting enemy TP here. Nice TP from Rumble. He did just cast. It wasn't even needed. I mean... It's not a team of 5. We can agree on that. Like, I don't even know how to explain this series of events. I can understand Busio trying to hover Jensen here. But I think if he's mid, he's able to actually answer the play top. That said, like, FlyQuest are pressuring 2 turrets now. Sin Flash, but... So, like, they're trying to make a play on each side without Azir. It's just a weird one. I don't think this play is ever winning for Blippo and Inspired. They're not respecting the TP. Oh, nice sidestep by Betty on Monster's ult. I think Monster needs to hold alt there. They're playing in defensive mode. I mean, this is just the most brutal way to lose. It's a fistining. I didn't have flash up yet. It's the arrow. Nice arrow from Woody. Sashos are coming in from fucking every angle. I think trying to take bot, like drag from bot here. This is actually like one of the better looks from FlyQuest. I think PSG is a bit lazy in how they played this. Because you shouldn't let Inspire get all the way around here. And this is actually a good execute. This is good. Like, this was quite good from FlyQuest. They're down a lot of gold right now, but PSG's been on the map for a while, so I think they actually have to fight this. The issue here is that Jensen goes in. Jensen just has to hold the line. Like, drop your soldiers in auto. He is the DPS in this comp. Masu's the poke. So by torpedoing in, he just gets one taps. And then any chance of a fight's over. So that was poor. Like, the Nico's holding the line. You get free autos. You can use your Emperor's Divide later. Torpedoing in was really weird. Because they removed the ASOL. Like, that's the one chance they actually had to win a fight. But now, I mean, this game's toast. I mean, this game's over. Woody was American Sniper this game. Against America. Oh, man. It's just such a bummer. Like, this team just did not play as a team. There's, like, really nothing else to say. There's nothing else to say. They're getting turbo-fisted. All right. All right, go PSG fans. Hooray, good for them. I think Inspired decided he was done with the game a long time before that. All right, next. We have Fnatic versus GAM. Fnatic are the heavy favorites for this one. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, let's dive in. We have a Rumble ban. And Draven's Senna taken away. I guess Draven ban kind of signals me to pick the Callista. Talia Varus grabbed right away in a Callista. I'm a fan. Double marksman bot showing early. Ori against Talia. Also a fan. This kind of threatens to poke Varus, so then we can take a tanky top side. The Cassante into the Urgot was a little bit curious for me. Urgot does counter tanks. I don't know my Urgot matchups all too well. I think it's just a handshake, and also one where I expect... I mean, I think you want standard lanes if we're going to go with this, but I guess potentially the lane swap for taking Cassante and Urgot, or scared of being lane swapped into. And we have Xin into Lee, Levi Lee, and then Maokai last pick was really weird for me. I think Maokai gets absolutely fucking turboed by double marksman lane. I honestly, I really don't know what you pick here. I think you just, you get blasted by double marksman lane. I think the idea is that you have Maokai to reach. We do have 3 mobile carries, so... But we are playing to lose lane. So, like, for me, if I'm GAM, I have to lane swap this. I'm picking Urgot into that, and I'm showing this. I have to lane swap this, so I'm really interested in level 1. I have to lane swap this if I'm GAM. Wow, we actually have the ward drop top side. Ooh. So, Levi's clear is a little bit delayed. We're going to team clears each, and then top laner should get XP here. Kiaya is going to get this wave. Cassante does not. I can get a piece of this. So Oscar's really sacking his XP. Wow, Oscar's really sacking his XP. This is weird to me. I think Oscar's game is like really hard from here. Like, what does Oscar do? Kiaya's level 2 and Oscar hasn't gotten a lick of XP yet. That's really weird. I mean, Oscar's down 2 levels and he TP's top? So, Fnatic wants to keep the lane swap scenario? I guess they're going to force Urgot to respond, and this should create a timer where they can take Dragon here, but Razork's not in at the Dragon on time. Well, Oscar actually slingshot all the way back. What the fuck happened? Why did Easy Love not base here? Why aren't we synced? Like, if we're synced up here, Oscar's game is over. What? GAM. Okay, here's the game plan if you're GAM. Drop Krugs. Fuck these Krugs if you're Levi. Actually, it's fuck the crab. Now, honestly, it's... I think Maokai has to base one wave later. I think Maokai and Izuwa base right now. Levi bases with them. And then we walk as 3 to bot. And then we get ourselves into bot lane, and we have a huge top lane XP advantage. This is so weird. Because Oscar actually gets all the way back into this game. Because of this decision from GAM. Oscar is up in XP. That is illegal. It's like, it's going to be like a fucking 3 creep advantage for Kiaya. That's brutal. Look at where we're at right now. He's 1 creep away from 4. Kiaya, and Oscar's like probably 3 melees or like 2 melees in the cannon. Wow, that okay. I think that GAM could have been in a much better position in this game. We do end up with grubs. Like, Kiaya has in advantage. It's not big, though. And then, oh, boy. And this is one reason that you don't want this ever. Because, like, again, this bot lane gets crushed. There is no playing this bot lane with a Maokai support. Oh, my God. They actually got a kill. Okay. Let's swap. Can we play this better if we're Fnatic? I think we should let Razork. He's got the flash. I think we let him take aggro. We just force the Maokai on top of the Varus. And we can flash out and let the 2 marksmen do the rest of the job. I think that's a better scenario. Sorry. We are texting mother. What happened here? So, triple grubs. That's the replay. Levi takes his camps. And then we have rinse and repeat bot. Levi's not here in time. Okay, Levi is on this side of the map at least. Scouted by Maokai. Loses blue. He's going to lose this. Yeah. Nice W. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, this is just broken from GAM. It's kind of hard in the replay. I think the mistake here, after the grubs take, Levi went for enemy blue buff. That doesn't matter. You have to be bot in time for the next crash, because you're gonna get dove again. So he's super late, and he doesn't have a base in either. I have to make that's a big mistake from Levi. He needs to take his camps, then be back here in time. Take his camps topside base, be here in time. You can't win the fight, but you have to save your bot lane from getting dove. Like, even by that logic, just like fuck this. Like, this is your window to actually get in your bot side when this is like back and deployed. Yeah, I don't know. This is bad. This got really desynced for GAM. Nice arrow. Okay, GAM's cooked. This game's hard now. It's funny watching Fnatic go from playing the worst bot lane of the tournament to the best bot lane of the tournament to the worst bot lane of the tournament again. Oh my god, it's Dooms. June got put in Narnia. I think that sap really hurt June. He's Sumless, so he's fucked here. I think that we need the Fate. We don't have Fate's Call. Never mind. Good kick. So good from Fnatic. They get grubs now, so they deny 6 grubs. And they have health bars, so they should be able to bleed this in the bot. Yeah, they're going to reset and then go fight the Drake. Ooh. Like the first bad arrow of the game. Oh, never mind. Just going to keep fighting. Oh, boy. Nice. They guess Ki has flash, I guess. Alright, no Drake, but we got a bigger lead topside. And Oscar's even with your guy. He's going to be ahead off next base. It's pretty big. Sounds like I can at least, like, survive this. Like, you are still Cassante. I'm seeing you. Ooh. GAM's map's kind of hard right now. I don't know what their solution is. Oh my. Oh my. Okay. Okay. This is okay. Razork? I guess they tried to dive. Oh. Lol. Okay, that's funny. Why is June checking this? June doesn't need to check this at all. Again, just play your vision as Ashe. Regardless, I think GAM's shift here to drop Drake, it's necessary. They don't get anything from it, so good defense here from Oscar. I think freezing this is also very appropriate. There's nothing to do on the map right now. This is the time of the game where you should freeze. I think that when Herald and Dragon are down at this time of the map, you should always look to freeze. Like, there's nothing that's too significant or more significant than killing a wave, like creating a dead wave. Ooh, that was close. Okay, respect. Could have gotten Razork Flash out of that. This game's still really hard. I don't know how much I learned from Fnatic in these games. Just because I thought GAM did way better than what I thought they'd do in this tournament. I don't rate GAM that highly. We like the Floon remix. I'm not a big remix person. Usually the first version of the song I hear, I like. It's pretty rare like it happens the other way around. Who you got tonight? I have top 3-0. I think it'll be closer than what I just said. But I have too much faith in Jackie Love. I really do. I think Jackie Love is just like absolutely a game breaker. I think the Top's not a perfect team. They will make mistakes. I have faith in TL to like execute well enough against those mistakes. I just don't know if they can get enough to win a game against Jackie Love and Top. He cleared Cream for one of the games. Another game he had massive level 1 advantage and made good use of it until he threw. And then he got fisted in the Tristana game. Ooh. This is not a bad... This is not terrible for GAM, given like how far behind they are. Ooh. All right, this game... I mean, this game's been kind of over. But GAM cannot take any space in the map. I think Fnatic's doing a nice job of like... I mean, it's really tough with Ashe to retake, or going up against Ashe to retake. I do think Fnatic's doing a nice job of holding their battle lines. And GAM can't get pressure on sides. Irgat was set behind. And Ori smashes both sides. Ori is so accelerated. Humanoid's really big in this game. Nice, Sanyas. Alright, nice. Nice. Oh my god, June. Man, June's been really fun to watch in this tournament. It's funny how, like, I mean, one of the other reasons I don't love the Urgot Cassante matchup, I understand we're taking Cassante like at risk of being lane swapped on, but the Garen Urgot matchup is one that I'm a fan of. Or Garen Cassante is one I'm a fan of for Garen, because Cassante, when he ults, does decrease his health limit, and I see the same theory with Urgot. Glad that Cassante has finally been nerfed to the point where we can actually punish him a little bit. Ooh. Nice. Fnatic's doing a nice job. Like, Fnatic actually had ways to pocket their vision. Well played by Oscar to be a tank and eat the skill shots. Nice. Good stuff, fan. Good stuff. All right. There were some good things in that VoD. GAM's not a real team. They cannot hurt me. All right. Lucian Nami. Lucian's first picked. Kalista Ashe were taken away along with these 3 picks. This is quite good. I think once Kalista's banned, then it's a free Lucian angle. Zeri Naught's the response. I do like Lulu quite a bit, but I think not, given especially what everything else that GAM's cooking, is the way to go. And we have really good execute from GAM. I mean, we have good trigger pull. My issue is that we're playing this in the 2 mobile carries, so even if this is a ton of upfront damage, I think the Rumble value is way down. And I'm really surprised that we saw Rumble here. Like, I think this is the world where, you know, you play Udyr or Cassante. And you make it so that, like, Lucian, if he goes for this, you know, electric build with the Shiv RFC, he's not getting through a big tank. So I think a big tank would have been better for GAM in this scenario. Besides that, we have tank. Okay, and then, you know, I like this draft still for Fnatic. I like Nakori a lot. I don't think this is the best for Nakori. Okay, so they scout a late invade from GAM, but GAM... Okay, Razork's able to answer. Ooh. I have sustain. It's not terrible. I don't think there's a ton of kill threat now on GAM. Or, like, against the Fnatic bot lane. They're gonna get pushed, but then they should just be able to eat this wave. Oh. Unless that happens. Wow. Dude, Levi hit a fast fucking level 3. We burned both smites. Wow. Okay, I like this. Nice. Really good from GAM. $100% worth. Really nice from GAM. I really appreciate that from GAM. That's good. That's really good league. Nice. I appreciate Razork still sticking around for the chunk. His health bar doesn't matter. Might as well take the chunk. I think Ahri is actually in trouble if he doesn't find that chunk against Ori. So I think it's small, but it's really good. Even though it's quite good. These games made me sad we didn't get to see full GAM. Yeah, it's an unfair situation. Props to the people that stepped in. I know that I was kind of memeing the Emo Triss game, but it's a really tough position to be in. These guys did their best, you know? Easy Love actually had a couple decent moments, you know? I think this game is kind of tough. Okay. You just caster cursed him, Fingerwag. Congrats. You know, we definitely knew that. That was... You should have picked a different time to say that, you know? Like, Levi's a massive clear here. I think Levi walking in is a little bit troll in this scenario, but he doesn't exactly know where Razork is, and he is losing his side of the map, so he doesn't have... I think that Levi needs to walk in with his bot lane here. If he bases, he walks out with Zeri, and they get Zeri in the lane. I think he loses his Gromp, but that's more important for Zeri. Because they're at risk of being dove again. Oh, he's going to dive top instead. Okay. Oh, they got back. Nice. Okay, never mind. I'm trolling. This is good. Good job, Levi. And he dropped enemy Gromp for that. And he still gets enemy Gromp. Damn, Levi's feasting. Good job. Oh my god, Levi? We literally just fucking Chad Zin off this? Wow. I mean, I like this. They have bot push. They can actually play for... Ori's not in range, but they at least got something. Where's Shockwave? Ooh. I think overall trade would have been okay there. It might have opened up Dragon. Like, if you get Zin ult off. They do give them bot reset. So Nock has to hit Dragon this wave, which they do. Nice! Good job, GAM! GAM's putting an okay game. They get it. Yeah, they get it. They get it. Nice. Really good. Really nice from GAM, actually. I'm actually, I'm actually a fan of this so far from GAM. Good job. It was a really nice opener, and they've had some good responses. I still think they're fucked, but that's fine. I think Fnatic's comp is okay to defend against Ori Knock, but it is tough. Nice. I like chasing the Rumble inside. So they're going to sack Drake for this. This is a nice answer. They skip Herald for this. And it's so free that, yeah, Razork still gets it pretty much on time. Nice. Really nice. They do sack mid for this. I don't think mid matters that much. You're going to play sides. Like, mid should fall at some point for Fan. I'm down for them to play sides. Again, they're playing side laners that have a lot of reach. Definitely a reoccurring theme for Fnatic. I'm surprised they played Orianna. I guess I'm not surprised that they put it in Talia, but I've found Fnatic in this tournament. They're playing the sides that can, like, really reach. Oh, nice. This is really good for GAM. Fan, we're just showing humanoids on reset. I don't think Shun can get this wave. It's not... when they spot Ori last... Oh, they spotted Ori here? Okay, June can get this wave. That's okay. Nice from Noah. Noah has to send it there. This is a good timer from GAM. I think that we can't clear the way the word here. The big part is that you can see kind of in the corner of our screen right here, Xin based on a word. So I think if Xin bases somewhere else, then this play probably isn't called from GAM, but the fact that this happens is a good punish. This is good league from GAM. Nice. I think GAM actually got a lot better throughout this tournament. Like, their first series, against Fnatic, I was like, wow, this team is not real. They're actually, like, not complete dog. Oh my god. I mean, how consequential is that Ahri death is the real question. They still pick up 3 waves. I'm kind of down to save the flash. I'm gonna be real. I think that death doesn't matter a ton. This is me like slightly coping, but like now we actually have another power play here from Humanoid. Oh my god, that's really nice. Yeah, they know Ori doesn't have any TP. This is wow. This is really nice from Fnatic. They're really respecting TP timers and looking for good plays. Nice. Big ups to Fen. Well played from Humanoid. Well done. Really well done. Ah. Sonoa did burn Flash and still died in the last fight, so we have the rinse and repeat onto him. Nice. Nice. Ahri was picking up a side wave, so this is I think this is an overreach from Fnatic. They just found a really positive play for themselves. They are trying to go for the super rift play, but I think this is one where their map's on fire. You don't have to go for this. You can retreat. Because they do have their ults up available. You don't have any of your ults up. So, good timer from GAM. I think this was kind of gifted from Fan. Good timer, though. Nice. It's part of what makes Fan good. They find a really good timer. This overextended, you know. That's easy. I'd rather take a team that does that than one that can't find the good timers. And the latter is much more fixable. You got to play with the killer instinct, you know. This is good from Fnatic. I mean, they have Ahri fixing sides, so like their sides are in good shape. And Razor, I mean, Xin Zhao is... How fun is Xin Zhao, guys? How nice is him? We don't have Nocturne combo yet. We forced Ori Shockwave out, so I don't know if Fnatic knew about that timer, but I think GAM have to play the wave and then try to find the next wave's timer. I mean, look at this again. Like, GAM's map. Like, all Fnatic has to do is just play sides. They're pushing both sides out and catching mid-low. This is good. This is really good. This is good fundamental league. If we're going to play this formation, we catch mid-low. Humanoid collapses. Now we have a good timer. Then we get to catch mid-high, and they're losing resources. Good. And then Humanoid can just return, and mid's already dead, so we get a second play pattern where we get to do this. This is why I thought like mid didn't matter all that much, because for me, Ornn does win the Rumble side, and Ahri can win both sides, especially with pressure. Like, the unique part about Ahri, too, is that you can play Ahri in the Nocturne and sides. Nocturne can make it really tough to play sides if you are a Fnatic, but I think that Ornn and Ahri can still somewhat play both sides in this scenario. Man, that's a bummer that GAM goes out like this. They don't need to catch this. They don't need to contest this. In fact, they have to wait for this to come to them because Rumble is already showing on top. So this is a poor formation from GAM. Good punish. Oh, man, the charm connected on the Levi. Yeah. It's cooked. We have Rumble ult. Nice dash from Noah. Wait, what? Oops. I think Oscar should have... this might be a little bit of hindsight. I think Oscar should walk out with his team here. Because by doing this, there's no chance in hell where he can take the Baron, and he still is the tank. And also, you don't need to push Rumble to your team. You need to push Rumble out. So it's small. But because that Noah goes down, they can't get the Baron. Oh, man. Oh, boy. Humanoid, good flash. Good charm flash by Humanoid. Really nice target selection here by Fan. Noah died to an Ari bug, by the way. What was the bug? It's during bubble. Was there a gap? Or what's the bug? It looked like there was a gap, honestly, between bubble and charm. What's the bug though? I'm not aware of that one, Hallie. Nice by Oscar. Easy Love has alt flash up, so that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it's unfortunate. Did we see Easy Love dash? Nope. Tough. Alright, so we're gonna play for Drake instead. It's fine. Oh, I did blow Nocturne Flash in off screen. Oh. Oh. It's a big one from Levi, and it's comboed really nice. Wow. Oh, Noah dashed in. That's really troll. All right, that's really troll from Noah. That's really troll. Damn, what played GAM? Noah, yeah, Noah dashed in. That was really troll. Okay. Wow. Yeah, Oscar's been all right. I mean, he had the game against 369 where he pogged, right? But I still think the sign game was eh. And the Zach game was kind of... I'll chalk that up a little bit to draft. I think Noah has to watch a little bit more Jackie Love Lucian, I fear. Actually, it'd be so funny if you only watched Western League of Legends to go international and then watch these Eastern ADs play Lucian. Like, imagine if Ruler was here too, you know? You just, like, watch Ruler and Jackie play Lucian, you're just like, whoa, you can do this? What the fuck? You can do this? Oh, I know. Trust me, I know. That's why it'd be hilarious if you only watched LAC and LCS, and then you go international and you watch these Lucians. Jackie Loves Lucian is crazy. Ooh. Humanoid went for a really aggro charm. He's trying to get... I think he just missed. He's trying to get emo, which I can respect, because I think Not's dead, but... He didn't get his second ult off fast enough. The Rumble ult's been nice from Kiaya, too. Rumble still seems to be very strong. Wow, GAM actually showing up. Yeah, Elk very good Lucian. Elk is a very good Lucian. Yeah, the Rumble over the top's been really nice from GAM. Like, GAM's playing as a team. I don't know if FlyQuest on this day would have beaten GAM. I'm gonna be real. Ah! Yeah, good luck playing Rumble inside against Ari. Ari just destroys you as the champion insides. Alright, that's fine. I mean, Fnac's still the better team. I love that play too, because you're playing away from Ori knock, and while that's going on, it's being respected. Like they caught mid so high, they're able to do this, you know? I actually don't know what GAM's doing. I actually just don't know what GAM's doing. They're so scared of Ari right now, and they don't have their Ori knock synced. Ah, they had to blow it defensively. Yeah. They just desynced recall. They didn't deploy at the same time. They weren't used to having a lead, yeah. I think their deploy was poor. Alright, so we sync up. I really like pressuring Levi here. It's going to force a poor Ori knock combo, which it does. And then Noah's able to break the tether, so it's Ogre. Oh, we'll put Oscar. Oof. Oh my god, Humanoid? Oh my god. Humanoid is built a little different. Damn. That was really nice from Fnac on the backside. I mean, there's not much for me to say here, guys. Knots in Narnia, and the Ori knock connects on Humanoid, who's able to get through most of it. Yeah. Not Noah. All right. This has been what people believe Perks to be. Not denying Perks was great. Is an idiot carry 19. Perks will forever have that great series against Uz. I mean, I thought Perks was a really legit good mid laner before he swapped. Because after he swapped, he wasn't the same. Perks was a good AD in that tournament, too. I very much agree. I thought his Zayakais were very good. And the Yasuo Gragas and like having the potential to bust shit out like that was huge. But no, Humanoid is like... There was always the Humanoid versus Larson argument, where like Humanoid was the player that had higher highs but lower lows because he took more risk, and Larson was like your patented, very consistent control mage player. And for me, like Humanoid, I mean, now it's like I feel like the player that take risks in the long haul, they learn more and they pay off. They have the right mind for it. It's definitely been the case with Humanoid. It's been having a very solid tournament. Yep. Risk. Example of risk right there. This fight's actually kind of scary for Fnatic. What happened? Every fight's just taking mid. It's really weird. I think it's best for Fnatic to take fights in mid, in a way, so they can work around the Rumble and the Nocturne Ori. Like, they have more room. But I wish GAM like actually had the map control to find a better fight. Oh, boy. Oh, that was actually kind of unlucky that I missed on Easy Wolf. Nice reaction from Noah. Not a good reaction from Noah. Oh! Wow. He was playing on the line until he wasn't. And that's Ocean Soul, which is a state of mind, to be fair. Damn, GAM just balled the fuck out, actually. Yeah, I also think Arson is a little bit team gap, but also he's not the player that's going to be the one to change that, right? He is the EU Jensen. And I think there's a lot of value in Humanoid in that. Like, he will take more onus and ownership over his play. He will take more ownership, take things into his own hands. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. With his play. You don't believe him. Yeah. Alright, so despite a lot of good things from GAM, the one fight where Zeri doesn't get to auto, it's fine. Oscar gets on Zeri, it's really big. Zeri's got no Psalms, to be somewhat fair, but Zeri's not autoing good targets this time around, so... Good find from Oscar. Good job, Fen. Alright, guys, that is our VoD review for MSI Day 5. And we'll have main stage. I cannot VoD review tomorrow. I need to wait 24 hours. So, yeah, we'll go with VoD reviews later, but thanks for watching.